welcome. So basically in this individual reading for Leo, this will be for Leo reading for December 22nd to December 28th of 2025. So in this wonderful reading for you, Leo, I understand that there's going to be lots of things that are going on in your own kind of, world of this whole entire section of how it's going to be, and it's going to be how it is in this way. So this oracle card says, success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So, that's how it goes. And when you have your own success, you understand about what's appealing to you, because you understand that. And when you do it, it's like, okay, well, everything's going to be fine. Alright, I know what to do. But this is how it is. You understand that, right? So, whenever you decide about having your own success, you have your own feelings, your own wants, your own desires. By the way, this is, you have to understand that. You have to go with the flow. And when you do it, that's how it goes in that way, because that's how it's going to be. You know what it is in that way, whether you get things done, whether you're going to have your own success, because that's how it goes. Success is a wonderful feeling, but the way this is, you need to go with the flow. That's how it's going to be. And when you have your own success, you have what's right, what's wrong, how it is, but that's how it's going to be in that way. Alright, so there you go. Alright? So we're going to figure out, between this way, we're going to figure out what's going on in the situation, from, how it is. So let's see what's going on for the situation here. So, here we go. So, we have the King of Cups to separate their support here. You might be dealing with in Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in that way. But the way this is, Leo, you need to understand that, right? You need to do exactly how it is. You're going to plan it out of how it goes, and when it is, you're going to have your own responsibilities on what to do. So you have to have your own discoveries about what's going on, because the way how this is how it's going to be, and when you need to do that, this is how it goes, right? This is the way of how it is. So you understand about what's going on, whether you need to have your own dignity, your own self-respect. By the way, this is, you need to understand that in a wonderful feeling, whether, okay, well, everything's going to be all appealing, this is how it goes, but it's the way how it is. So you understand of what's happening in that way, right? This is how it is. So, this is the way it works. So I'm going to go from the middle to left, middle to right. So that was separate, there's obsessions, addictions. Terror is separate, there's healing. And then you have here from reverse, there's no guidance. Then you have the 6 wands reverse, there's no celebration. And then you got the 6 cups reverse, there's no past. So basically that's how it goes, because you're trying to figure out, saying, well, I'm not focused on the past right now. I don't need the past. I don't need to focus on it. That's how it goes. So that's how you're going to focus on the word of success, because that's how it goes, right? This is the way of how it works. So you have to understand that why I'm putting this into perspective. Well, this is how it goes. So this is the way I'm going to try to put it in my own standards. It's the way of how it's going to be. So we're going to figure this out. So let's see what's going on here. So tell me something, what's happening through this Leo as in December 22nd to December 28th of 2025. So let's see what's going on. So I'm going to go from the Temperance and the Hierophant. The Hermit, you already have a soulmate. And whereas there's completion, alright? That's how it goes. What's between the 6 wands and this 6 of cups? Chariot is alright, there's progress. Magician is alright, there's skill. Alright, so let's see, back to this Hermit card. 7 of Swords revealing deceit. Okay, what's this World card? For once, there's no celebrations. Alright? What's the Chariot? 5 Swords here, there's no conflict. Alright, what's this Magician? The stars over there, inspiration. See what I'm doing it? I'm doing it into different sections. Right, that's how it goes. So let me go from this 7 Swords here. Okay, so we got 2 cups. Reverse means you have no relationships, no friendships. I have no idea why, Leo, but this is how it goes. For once, 9 wands here, there's no fear, because that's how it goes. What's this 5 of swords about? 2 wands, so you're planning on something. So you might deal with another Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. What's the star? 10 of swords, sorry, there's actually conclusion. So you might be dealing with another Gemini, Leo, Aquarius in that way. Back to this 2 of cups here. Empress, there's nourishment. Alright, what's this 9 wands? Knight of wands. So that means that someone's actually being immaturity, right? That's how it goes. What's this 2 wands about? 8 swords here, there's a misunderstanding. 10 swords. 10 swords, there's no healing. Okay? So you see a big difference here, right? You see a big difference. What's this Empress card about? The Emperor here, there's no structure, right? What's this 9 wands? 3 cups here, there's no celebration. Okay? What's this Ace of swords? Judgment is you're taking action. What's this Temperance? 10 cups, so you want support, right? So you understand what's going on in this way, right? You understand what's going on. What's this Emperor about? Moon reverse, there's no misrotations. 3 cups. Queen cups here, there's no empathy. There's no 2 sides of the story here. Back to this Moon card. Knight of swords, there's basically a drama here. That's how it goes. What's this Queen cups? 3 wands, there's actually communication. Yeah, so it's like you see it as a wonderful feeling where you need to have the balance of knowing what to do, whether you have a misunderstanding or when you have support, when you have drama, when you have communication, because things are going to be going as planned, right? This is how it goes. And when you do it, it's like, okay, well, I know what to do it. I know what to do. But the way all this is, if you keep going along with this daily, it will give you that way of knowing what to do. This is not like how it's going to be your own peace of mind, but the way all this is, you're trying to focus on it. You're trying to focus on what's appealing to you. So I'm going to go from this Knight of Swords, 3 of Wands, then Judgment, then King Cups. Dwarves over there's completion. Sun cards over there's positivity. Fools over there's change. Devils over there's obsessions, addictions. Alright, so let's go from this World card. Judgment yours, there's no action. Well, I don't know if it's supposed to be there. Temperance for yours, there's no well, temperance is over there's basically healing. So I'll take that away. What's this World card about? So Wheel of Fortune yours, you're gonna have bad luck. Dwarves over there's completion. Temperance is over there's healing. Okay? What's this Fool card about? Emperor's over you want structure. That's between this devil thing. Here for yours there's no guidance. Obviously there is. So because there isn't, and there's no guidance, that's how it goes. Wheel of Fortune. Death card is over there's basically endings here, so you might be focusing on Scorpio as water sign. What's this Temperance? Judgment is over you're taking action. That's how you go, right? You need to take action. Back to this Emperor card. High Priestess over you're using your voice. What's this Hierophant? Moon reverse is no misrotations. Okay? So what's this Moon card about? Hand reverse is no restrictions. Chariots over there's progress. Yeah, so you see a big difference. You see a big difference there because you need to understand whether you like it or not, but it's like how it's going to be in that way, whether, okay, everything's going to be fine. So let's see what's going on. So let me clarify this Death card here. Justice yours is no action. Okay, what's this Judgment over here? Here for the Hermit's over. So you may be looking for a soulmate. Maybe you already have a soulmate, but maybe you're looking for a soulmate. Right, that's how it goes. What's this High Priestess? Temperance over your healing. Yeah, that's how it goes. Chariot. The Emperor's over your structure. Right, back to this Judgment. High Priestess over you're using your inner voice. That's how it goes. What's this Hermit? Death card of yours is no endings, right? Temperance. Sun card of yours is negativity, right? Emperor yours, or Emperor. It's just as you're telling the truth. Yeah, that's how it goes. So what's between this reverse Death card and this reverse Sun card? The Strength card is basically you're having bravery. That's how it goes. What's this Sun card? The Tower is over there's transformation, because everything's changing, right? So when things are changing, you think, okay, well, I need to focus on this. I'm going to focus on my own way, right? That's how it goes. So let me figure out. Let's see what this High Priestess about. Because that's just alright, you're telling the truth. Yeah, both sides are telling the truth. What's the Strength card? Wheel of Fortune, you're having bad luck. The Tower. Temperance, you're healing. Okay, what's this Justice? Hammer yours is no restrictions. Okay. So what's between this Justice card? Which is you want skill. Okay, what's this Wheel of Fortune? Full yours is no change. Temperance. Sun carrier says there's negativity. Okay, Haman. Double yours says that there's no obsessions or addictions. Right, that's how it goes. So what's this Fool card? The Strength card is you want bravery. Right, that's how it goes. What's this Sun card about? Trade is you want progress. What's this Devil card about? The World Leader says there's basically incompletion. The Tower is there's transformation and everything's changing, right? So, this is how it goes. Whether you have your own ways about knowing what to do, you face it. You face your own reality, right? It's like you're saying to yourself, it's like, well, I don't need this anymore. Like, I don't want this. But you know what, Leo? You need to get to the point whether you need to have your own success. You have your own abilities to understand that. So what's the middle of the situation? The Lovers you're making decisions. Yeah, because you want to make decisions. You're making decisions because that's what you want. So let's see what's going on. And let's see. So we're going to go from the middle to left, middle to right. Knight of Pentacles there's trust. Queen of Cups there's empathy. Empress there's structure. Eight of Pentacles here is there's no perfection. Three of Pentacles here is there's no excitement. Six of Swords here is there's no movement. 9 of Wands here is there's no immaturity. 5 of Wands here is there's no chaos. Oh yeah. The 10 of Pentacles here is there's no wealth. 2 of Swords so you don't know which path you're going to take, left or right. So let me clarify. So 3 of Swords here is there's no heartbreak. Queen of Pentacles here is there's no stability. Exactly. The 7 of Cups here says there's no delusion. 2 of Cups here there's no relationships. Exactly. There's no relationships or friendships. And then 2 Wands there's planning. That's how it goes. You're going to plan exactly the next step. That's how it goes. What's between the middle and the right side? 4 Wands there's celebration. 8 Swords there's a misunderstanding. King of Cups there's no support. Those here there's no decisions. 5 of Pentacles here there's no insecurity. 8 of Pentacles there's growth. That's how it goes, right? So let me clarify this 2 of Wands here. Ace of Cups, there's satisfaction. Hammer of yours, there's no restrictions. Wheel of Fortune, just you're having bad luck. Page 1 is upright, there's invention. That's how it goes. You're focusing on that. What's between this Ace of Pentacles here? 10 of Swords, there's conclusions. Ace of Wands, there's new beginnings. 7 of Swords, you're not feeling deceit. 9 of Wands, there's trauma. Yeah, that's how it goes. Middle. Wedges here is just no skill. Page Pentacles, there's prospects. Yeah, that's how it goes. You're going to prospect what's going to be happening next. What is this Page Pentacles about? 10 of Wands, there's burdens. 8 of Swords, there's anxiety. Yeah, because you're going to have all these burdens, all these anxiety, you're feeling sad, you're whimpering, because that's how it goes, right? You need to understand whether you like it or not, whether you're going to do that. So you might be doing another Gemini Aquarius, you might do another Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Like, there's always these ways about knowing to do, right? That's how it goes. So it's like you're trying to understand of what works, what doesn't, right? That's how it goes. But that's just how it seems to be, right? So this is how it goes, whether you understand of what's happening in this situation, no matter how it goes, because, there is a way of knowing to do, and you understand that, right? You have to focus on that. And Leo, I know you need to understand that, but if you focus on the word success, you need to focus on that. You need to believe about what's going on, because this is the way it works. This is the way of how it is, because you have to have your own dignity, your own self-respect, your own beliefs, your own ways about knowing what to do, and you have to understand that. So you're not trying to criticize of how you're feeling, but what this is, you need to understand that, right? That's how it goes. So this is how it seems to be. So I hope you all like this video. Please give a like, please comment if you want, but this is the way how it works, and you understand that. So I hope you all like it, but this is how it goes. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I will see you next time when I do. And this is how it goes. And have a nice day. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. And bye.